mama been doing bad, but I ain't going into that. I done picked that girl up when I caught my first package. I be damn. Me and my people hurting for something for a day. That shit happened, the next man ain't getting nothing. Faded the root of evil, and that's my damn best friend. I put that on my life, ain't nobody gon' fuck with him. You try to jam it, yeah, that ass getting chopped. Trying to serve ain't got no business on my block, I bet you getting chopped. Now either way you try to fuck with my pockets, don't believe that ass getting chopped. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn me G, all by this bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread, all by my bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread, all by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn me G, all by this bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread, all by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread, all by my bread. Now bitch, I'm back in the mix. Those sticky niggas better stand down. Came home, caught me some yam, I'm the man now. Niggas, some bitches all from my face, I ain't know who they is. Everybody up from my mix like I'm a hero and shit. Fall back, I'll buy a brick. Right now I'm on a mission, I'm giving you 2 for 20. Got rounds going for 50. Putting that in my pockets, the nigga you bullshitting. What the fuck you ain't listen? I done told you I got to get it. Nobody depending on me, so it's all mine. I ain't stressing out by myself, that's how it going down. My mama fighting her little things and she gon' be alright. Before I ever tweaking and begging, I put something up on the pipe. It's a little fraction of my life, still all in for a lick. Lurking for fatty, looking for niggas to tone mix. Start to lurking if I'm hurting, different side come out. That flip shit, stop the Jacob, Mr. High come out. Gonna be, you know how I played it all. That nigga burn me G.
Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel. Hey, John Denver, if I'm hurting, a different side come out. It is what it is, man. Big salute to all my brothers and sisters down in the chat. Mrs. 216, what's going on with your big dog? Stoic dog, man, been rocking with me 30 minutes already. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to you, big dog. Trevor, what's going on with you? Shout out to everybody that's down in the chat, man. We got some dog talk about today. Big shout out to everybody that's taking care of them pets across the world, like I always say, man. Jermaine, what's going on? Big Jermaine D in the house representing tonight, man. We in the dog house. About to get into this dog talk. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that 3-hour talk, and I'm going to drop the link for every brother. You know, like I always say, when it comes to that 3-hour dog talk, man, it's all opinion. Whatever you feel is whatever you feel on it. You know what I'm saying? It's all opinionated. So we're going to get into that as well. But I want to start off asking a question. This is just no question. I want to know, and maybe somebody else out there. You know, when dogs have C-sections, female dogs have C-sections and stuff like that, and we know they get cut. My thing, I never been through that. Hopefully, I'll never have to go through none of that stuff. But to the people who have, my question, yo, is how does the cut healing and how does the mother dog act towards the puppies as the cuts healing and you got wild puppies? See, I know them pocket pits and a lot of them Frenchies and stuff, they get C-sections sometimes, but those aren't real active puppies compared to pit bull puppies or compared to Malinois puppies. You know what I'm saying? How would that cut healing affect the mama dog trying to keep the puppies off? When you got dogs like Malinois, they're scratching all on them, and you look at some of these litters, when you get 7, 8 puppies on a litter, and they start getting around 3 weeks old, they start scratching the mother nipples and all that stuff. I'm just wanting to know, how does the surgery and the healing process affect the mother being an actual good mother, or just pushing the puppies away, or what? Some of my brothers who've been through that type of stuff, I've never been through it, so that's why I'm asking the question. It just came to my mind because I know dogs get cut, and I know they got to heal. And I already asked the question one time before, how does brothers think a dog, maybe she knows she's pregnant, she knows she may drop some puppies, but how does a dog react just going in the doctor pregnant and coming back out with some puppies that she didn't birth, that you laying the puppies in front of her. I already asked that question already, you know what I'm saying? But how does the mother dog act with the scar and the healing and the whole healing process, man? You know, I'm gonna drop that link down in the chat as well for anybody, you know, that want to come up. Like I said, we talking bulldog talk, man. No bullshit. If you trying to troll and none of that, you know, stay where you at. You know, we talking bulldog talk. Let me drop that link down in the chat, man. Appreciate it, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Now, you know, we was talking about, oh, I want to say this too as well. For the brothers, you know, I'm dropping the videos with Mellow Yellow, you know, throughout the last few days and stuff. Understand this for anybody who want to criticize, and you know how brothers do it. Really, I don't gotta explain nothing, but I'm doing that, you know, just to do it. Let me explain something to you, man. The moment I heard the show was off, my dog went in relax mode. My dog chilling. You know, I got other things going on that, you know, to keep pressing on. So I've been feeding my dog different, exercising my dog different, and all kind of stuff. So, you know, and I'm not pressed on trying to make that phenomenal photo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, my dog can be on TV all day, all week if I feel like it. You know, and that's the difference out here, man. And at the end of the day, big salute to all them brothers with them black dogs out there, man. Y'all gotta stop taking everything so personal when it comes to this. The thing I want to tell y'all brothers with them black dogs that been coming in my comments. Look at my damn video before y'all make comments about shit. I'm clearly telling you on the video, this is a something for promotion for the dog show. I had black dogs. I may have black dogs in the future. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with black dogs. But you can't look at a title of a video and then think you know what the fuck I'm talking about. A lot of y'all make comments about shit and this different things. And if you talking about rolling and all that, don't ever text me or hit me anything about no message or no nothing about no rolling. I keep telling y'all brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them brothers you on the back streets and all that you claim you know and all that. Everybody claim they know real dog, man, but nobody seem to be damn coming up with some damn bulldogs. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it is what it is. Now we about to get it talking in this 3-hour thing right here. And like I said, first thing I want to do while we talking about this 3-hour dog talk, is a dog occur? Is a dog not occur? What should you do? What did you do? First thing I want to do is send a big shout out to Nonstop and J-Bo and the whole crew over that side, all my brothers down in the Louisiana area. Gotta send a big shout out. And I'm saying like this, you know, this whole conversation, I'm doing a couple things. I'm showing y'all brothers, you can get content from another brother without trying to tear a brother down. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta all the time go to distance somebody to get content from what they speak about. You know what I'm saying? So now, second thing I want to say is, man, listen here. The man who made it with the 3-hour dog, you don't even deserve to be talking in the same conversation with me when you're talking about that 3-minute, 3-hour stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of y'all fake dog, man, you just can't take it. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it. How many brothers can actually say they can stay there for 3 hours with the dog? Is what I'm talking about. See, when you talking to them fairy tale dog men who never bulldog and none of that type of shit, they talk shit is outrageous, shit that ain't real. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a dog that went 3 hours. You got to have a man that can go 3 hours with that dog. We talking about if the dog started scratching at 10, 15 minutes, now you're going to be bent over trying to grab this dog out of hole for another 2 hours and 50 minutes just to make the 3-hour mark. Not got your fat ass standing up looking at the dog breathing and all kind of shit, talking about I got a bulldog at 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Talk some reality shit when it comes to these dogs, man. You know, it takes a whole team for a dog to make it for 3 hours, not just no dog. You can make bad handles because you too tired at 1 hour and 50. You too tired at 1 hour and a half. You can't even make the right handles to make it to 3 hours. Now you done foul your dog out. Now your dog done lost where he should have won. He done made some bad turns or something like that. Now he should have won because you tired and dog got plenty more left in him. You know, so we disrespect that 3-hour stuff a little too long, and I don't mind it being disrespected by brothers who did that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no problem being disrespected by brothers who did it. But when you got brothers who ain't did shit, man, listen, man, correct what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And learn the game before you get out here talking shit you don't know what you're talking about, and it's easily picked off. You know what I'm saying? Occur. That's all you used to. That's all a lot of y'all brothers used to having is curves. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like I said before, man, it's too easy. It's too easy to just listen to y'all boys talk about dogs and understand you just straight out the fucking band dog community, man. Come over here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get mad down in the chat, Stuart dog, and a kid like that, man. They get mad down in the chat and start typing and all. I don't care about none of that, man. Y'all boys want to disrespect nonstop, getting up there talking about some damn 3-hour this. Yeah, it's cool to give your opinion and maybe comedy. You may think it's comedy, you know, but I'm reacting to your comedy. You know what I'm saying? You still ain't answered yet. Motherfucker, damn been a whole week straight. Motherfucker asks you, how long have your dog, what's the longest your dog ever been? Everybody want to know something, but nobody want to answer nothing. Like I always say, man. Nobody want to answer nothing. Now, let me ask you this. It's still a dog. Let me ask you this, right? After you get rid of that 3-hour dog, what's your expectations on every other dog in the yard? What's your expectations for every other dog in the yard once you get rid of a 3-hour dog? This bitch better, everything in the yard better go for 3 hours or more. You know what I'm saying? Everything, 3 hours or more. You can't win off an hour and I get impressed off it. If I got rid of one that went for 3 hours, there's no way you can do it. You can't impress me with an hour win. You can't impress me with a 2-hour win. I just got rid of a 3-hour dog. You put expectations on the dogs in your yard that they ain't gonna fucking damn, they ain't gonna meet up to. You know? Because of, like I said, and I'm not talking about no specific person at this moment. Sometimes that money involved with the show can really play a part. Now, let me ask you this, since we're talking about money. Throw it, dog. And T-Bone, let me ask you this. You know, since we're talking about them 3-hour dogs. Now, who do you breed to when it comes to breeding? When it comes to breeding, who do you breed to? The dog that won 6 shows, never went over an hour? Or the dog that won 2 shows and both of the shows was 3 hours? Who do you breed to? Grand champion, never went over an hour, 2-timer, both shows, 3 hours. You only can breed to one of them. Who do you breed to? Oh, we can go to grand champion, but he only showed he can go for an hour. He won 5, but anybody who ever bulldog know it don't take nothing to win 5. You can go down the corner to somebody you know got some weak ass dogs, get 1 or 2 off them, get another one off of somebody else. So it ain't nothing to get 5. So who do you breed to? You know, not saying neither one is the right dog, but I'm just saying anybody's opinion. 5 wins don't solidify, in my opinion, solidify a true bulldog. Because in these days, folk, you know what I'm saying, the way these folk take care of their dogs, it ain't shit to kick their ass. Imagine I run up on somebody like the boy who had his dog and shit and feces. Imagine I run up on somebody like that and they coming up in the box and your dog got every disease in the damn book you can't pronounce. Man, it's easy to win them 2 or 3. And then we talk about, I'm telling you what brothers do. You show the pedigree of the dog that you beat to try to justify the actual bulldog. So if I go out here and I beat a bullshit ass dog, and I'm gonna get the pedigree and show it up there. It's a Mayday dog that I beat. People didn't see it. It was bullshit, but I throw the pedigree up there. This is the kind of dog I beat. To try to make this pedigree solidified that this dog was really the truth. When this dog wasn't shit and his owners wasn't shit. You know? So that's why I say, back in the days, let me have been known for the man that collected 3 3-hour dogs. Everybody who dogs lost in 3 hours called PBK 9s back in 1999, and I'm going to collect the dogs. And 2010 to 20, they would have been like, well, I don't know who got bulldogs, but I know that boy collected a lot of dogs for it went 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? They all going for 3 hours, different blood. He collected them for everybody. I don't know what he got, but his shit was going for 3, and that's what he bred his yard off of. You know, I mean, and like I said, everybody's standards are different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. For me to sit here and say getting rid of a 3-hour dog is something bad about it, I mean, that'd be wrong. My standards tell me to keep it. The next brother's standards might say get rid of it. That don't make it no more right or wrong than mine is. You know, that's all part of everybody having a judgment in these dogs. Everybody being able to know what they see when they see it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may not have, but what? Okay, the dog just lost 50 grand. Dog just lost 50 grand. How much time do you got to tell whether you can work that dog or not before he get put down? You know what I'm saying? You got about maybe 2 minutes. You got to figure out, okay, I can work this dog. Unless you've been thinking about it the whole show. And and you're not knowing if the dog gonna win or lose, you wouldn't have been thinking about it the whole show. So now you got 2 minutes to think about what you saw. Can you develop that as something that this dude couldn't? You know what I'm saying? Hey, T-Bone, listen here, T-Bone. I never had a grand champion or champion. You know what I'm saying? Never. Don't worry about what I got. Like I told you before, y'all be doing too much question asking and ain't showing up shit. I ain't asking no more questions for y'all typers if you ain't getting up here showing some dogs. Don't get up here trolling. Get up here showing some dogs. Other than that, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and do what you're doing now. Watch my shit, bitch. And talk that shit and do what the last black dog lover did. Jump the fucking box. You know what I'm saying? Jump the box. And to my old schoolers from my side of town, I rock with you, big dog. I rock with you, big dog. I ain't gonna say your name. I rock with you. But you gotta understand, you don't understand what's going on out here in the dog game. Don't ever get up under my post, my brother, my friend, and say my dogs aren't proven. I'm not trying to prove my dogs in modern day time. I got something else going on with my program. This ain't 1999. This 2025. Indictments and all kinds of shit going on. Understand what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Before you get up under my post, making comments, and then when you make the comments, I react a certain kind of way. I don't mean to react that way. I have to react that way. This ain't the game, and this modern day time. You can't be out here on that friend shit and then get yourself indicted on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So T-Bone, you can go find yourself somebody to play them games with on another, on maybe another platform. You know what I'm saying? Please, someone tell me. Nobody can't tell you what the fuck I'm doing with my dogs, did with my dogs. That's why I got a platform so I can tell what I did with my damn dogs. That's the difference between me and a lot of y'all brothers. You know, too much bullshit talking, and none of y'all talking about what you did. All y'all boys that made fake ass bullshit channels, and not never one of y'all told what you did back in the days yet. None of y'all. All y'all talking a bunch of bullshit and act like you start losing your memory and act like we forget what we're talking about when we start talking about give us a bulldog story. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you can't do it, that's why I told you, man. I ain't with all that back and forth shit. A lot of y'all boys will never see my channel again talking about coming up on my platform. I don't need your for here, man. You ain't got no credentials. You ain't bulldog. What the fuck is we even in my company for, dog? You shouldn't even be in my company. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, I'm just gonna be straight up real with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. These brothers working 9-to-5 jobs talking about they working more than 2 or 3 or 4 dogs with one treadmill. I can see if you're talking about multiple treadmills, you might work 2 with a job. You know what I'm saying? I hustle, and you ain't gonna work no 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9, 10 dogs at one time. When you start hearing brothers say that shit, man, like I said, when I see brothers are amused by that type of talk, that shit make me look at the dog community a certain kind of way. And y'all always talk about y'all standing on shit. What the fuck is y'all standing on? Can't be concrete. Gotta be some old shit that you just keep sinking and sinking and sinking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, T-Bone, if you could come up here and give some real dog talk, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now we got another man up here Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. Talking about my damn dogs, what the hell I got going on, and I don't know this fake channel making motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't know this fake channel making motherfucker. But that just shows you what was his last words? Prove me wrong. So he talking about me, prove me wrong. So he think he knows something about my life that I don't damn know. You know what I'm saying? He think he knows something about me that I don't know. I don't know nothing about you, dog. So we proved our point. You know me, I don't know you. Sit your bitch ass down, like I said, man. Sit your bitch ass down. And I gave you your 2 minutes of fame, dog. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the real dog man in the chat, Stoic. You know what I'm saying? Ken Lightning, City Boy Kennels, you know, Julius Watts down in the chat. You know, salute all the brothers, man. Like I said, we talking 3-hour talk. These brothers talking about a dog going for 3 hours. What about the handler? What about the handler going for 3 hours? What's the longest you ever handle your own dog for? Trolls. What's the longest you ever handle your own dog for, T-Bone? And I don't want you to type it. I want you to come up here and tell me this shit. And if you ain't talking about your dog in the first damn 5 sentences, I'm booting your ass off my damn channel. Y'all motherfuckers get up here and start talking about everything but what somebody asks y'all, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, another thing, you know, when it comes to that big giant stuff, I ain't them like the boys used to joke with me all the time, say they gonna show up like the candy man. Nah, I ain't showing up like no candy man no more. When them boys get the tagging on y'all big giant brother's ass, I ain't jumping in it. I ain't getting involved in it. I don't know nothing about it. I'm running my dogs. You know what I'm saying? When they got something to say about these dogs or them dogs, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That don't got nothing to do with me, period. I'm running what the hell I'm running. You know what I'm saying? So I had to say that. You know, I'm done with that, retired with that. Can't stand up for the line. I can only stand up for my side of the line. You know, shit. Y'all ain't telling me something. Tell me something. Who you gonna breed to? The 45-minute grand champion, or the two-time winner with 3 damn hours on the both damn shows? Grand champion broke a few bones. I help you a little bit to make you answer. Grand champion broke a few bones. He got some out. Never went over 45 minutes. Stopped everything in less than 45 minutes. You can breed to him, or you can breed to the two-timer that went 3 hours and they ain't had a shooter with no damn crazy ass IVs to bring him back and all. Shot him with IVs just for the fuck of it, but they ain't had a shooter with it because he was all the way drained out. And like I said, when it comes to them black dogs, man, I rock with them black dogs. Black dogs, white dogs, buckskin, red nose, it don't make no difference. A dog is a dog, man. All them jokers gonna do the same thing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? All of them gonna do the same thing. You got a white one, a brundle one. Everybody just got their own preferences. And every line got their own, you know, their own little colors that come with each line. But all of them gonna do the same thing, man. I just talk my shit because I talk my shit. I rep my dog. I can't help you don't rep your black dogs. You jump in the damn box every time, you know. So that's why I talk my trash. Shit. You want to represent them black dogs? Stay out my chat talking about matching and come to that digital dog show. That's how you rep your black dog. We done made one jump the damn box. He shit to make another one jump the damn box. You know what I'm saying? Always bet on red. My man Monkey Man, big RP to my man Monkey Man from off my side. In the words of my man Monkey Man, he say always bet on black. You know what I'm saying? But in the word of my man Stoic Dog, it's always bet on red. You know, it is what it is. Big salute to my man Vanguard, Magnolia, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? The whole Duval County, all my brothers bulldogging, Jacksonville, the entire state. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a lot of people try to replicate. They get enough content for 2 or 3 days, man. They get enough content for 2 or 3 days, and then they fell off like a junkie smoking crack again. You know what I'm saying? And they done fell off. waiting for somebody to. That's why I've been posting videos about with Meliello up there. I'm trying to help them get content so they can be up on the channel talking about, oh, look at this dog. He going to the show. What I would have did and what I should have did, and you ain't do a damn thing. That's why I'm up here talking that trash. You know what I'm saying about the Red Boy Jockos, Mr. Chambers bred up, oh Mr. Bass bred up. You know what I'm saying? and down for Mr. Mayfield shit. You know, down for Mr. Mayfield shit, talking shit. 2025, Black Dogs running like a motherfucker. Like I said, I watched that bitch out like I was drinking laxative, man. It is what it is. You know, I'm glad he didn't send me no pictures to put in the damn the advertisement and none of that stuff. You know, because I don't know how to took it with the actual videos in the old videos. I don't want them to get no advertisement. And like I say, I'm gonna talk about this until the October the 31st, and then I'm gonna probably let it go. You know what I'm saying? I probably let it go there. But yeah, Yellow One, salute to you, Yellow One. Thank you for dropping in tonight, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Always bet on the best dog, man. Yes, sir. And Yellow one thing I stand on, put your dog in the situation to win. You know what I'm saying? See, he can say what he want to say, but I can say what I want to say right now because I showed up to the show. And right now, shit, what I say is the only thing that matters. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Hey, I mean, where they listen to the loser word at? Where the loser's cool? What sport is the loser cool at? Especially one that ran. You know what I'm saying? What sport is they cool at? Shit. That's about like y'all made it the person who get shot cool. I'm from the area where the one who did the shooting was the cool one. You know? Yeah, his was a female too. His was a female too, Pitwise. Big salute to you, Pitwise. And I'm glad you don't take it personal. I don't know if you do, but I'll say this to all the black dog owners. City Boy Kennels got black dogs, man. If a brother can't look at just that alone to understand a lot of this shit is gas, what I'm talking about when it comes to the black dog. Only thing in gas is I've been kicking their ass since back in the days. Now that ain't gas. But the other shit I say, it be gas, man. Good dogs gonna come where you find it. You know what I'm saying? And they come in all colors. Every dog, every line, pretty much these days come in all colors. Red Boy Jocko come in black. You know, you got all dogs come in pretty much all colors these days. So a lot of people just, like I say, Pitwise, a lot of them go off of the title or the video, and they don't even watch the video. Because 30 seconds in the video, I say, man, salute to all the people with the black dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking my shit or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You know, so like I said, man, salute to everybody. And I got to say a salute to everybody that ever competed in that digital dog show since the last 2 years, man, from down I want to say this was one of the first winners, Demon, with my man Gas and Go. Big salute to them brothers that competed ever since then, man. Because, you know, it takes a lot to say, oh, I'm going to put my dog in something and compete in something, whether you did any kind of work or not. You know, that brother could have just stayed in it and just didn't work his dog. You know, me, I was prepared to take the loss. And I was prepared to take the embarrassment. I was prepared to take the crack, the cracking on me, the ridicule, oh, this and that. And you can look at my dog now. I only got a week and a half left. My ribs ain't showing the way they're supposed to be. But see, what some brothers don't realize is my dog ain't dried out. You know, my dog ain't emptied out on half of the videos. It's straight after, you know, still got food and stuff in them. I'm not, you know, when these videos that I'm taking out, all that stuff is missing. If this was to have been the actual videos for Summarized Show, my dog would have been emptied all the way out, dried all the way out. I would have been checking the fur, making sure she ain't dehydrated. I would have pulled back on the water a little bit because she drank a lot of water. I would have pulled back on the water. I don't pull back on the water in my days. I'm only pulling back on the water now because there's no action involved after the show. It's only pictures being took. You know what I'm saying? So I'll pull back on the water just to get a look in the real dry. Like it's plenty of things I would have did for the real pictures. And brothers, I'm giving you content to get up there and try to criticize me and talk shit. But what I did, none of y'all did. I appeared and I showed up. You know what I'm saying? That gives me the right to say what I want to say. Same way I would give brother AQ the right to say what he want to say if he was gonna kick my ass. Ask City Boy, ask a lot of people that I spoke to. I said, man, it's a great chance that I lose this shit, dog. Because the same many people I got rolling with me because I got a big platform, these brothers gonna try to take me out the same way. You know, take me out. Oh, fuck Meliello. Oh, scratch me. So I was already prepared to take that elbow, dog. You know what I'm saying? But you made it easy for me, man. And this is a great example, brothers, of never let somebody talk you out your show back in the days. Oh man, your dog, I'm good. My shit, I'm good. We ain't worry about it right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worrying about it. And then all of a sudden his shit stop on top. His shit jump out the box. And we talk about just 15, 20 minutes later. 15 minutes ago, you was talking all kind of shit. Now, 20 minutes later, you jump out the damn box. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and like I said, it also shows you an example of brothers who in the box handling them dogs, and you let your friends on the outside talk you out your show on the inside. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is a perfect example of. I'm in this box. I'm focused on my motherfucking dog, bringing this motherfucking bread home, bringing this victory home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about what you're talking about on the outside. See, this is a great example of somebody worrying about what the outside of the box talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, pick your dog up. Your dog about to lose. Your dog about to lose. Oh, fuck him. This and that, this and that. When you should have been listening to your heart from the very start. You know what I'm saying? You should have been one with your hound. Hey, Pit Wise. Both our dogs went through pregnancy at the same time. My dog just went through a bad pregnancy when his went through a good one. So his dog was more healthier than my dog was. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it just shows the courage that them Red Boy Jocko brothers is stepping with. When we step, we don't give a fuck. If you're going to kick our ass, you're going to kick our ass. You're going to have to show me you're going to kick my ass. Other than that, that talking and that bullshit that a lot of y'all brothers be talking about, man, that shit don't faze me. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, everybody can do the same thing out chip. You know what I'm saying? Hey. But hey, this gonna teach you, AQ. Don't cur out next time. You know what I'm saying? No. And like you said, this shit don't bother you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you benefit of the doubt just for calling me out. You know what I'm saying? So you did that, you know, but you made it harder for the next person, because the next person, I ain't gonna just work my dog for and go off their word and all that. So, you know, it's like a bad relationship. When a woman make it bad for the brother, an old hoe ass bitch make it bad for the brother, or sorry ass dude make it bad when this woman trying to find her a good man. The same way, dog. You made it worse for the next brother. I don't care. I can't trust what you saying is gonna be this. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a black dog. If you got one of them dogs from BKK or City Boy or one of them boys or summarize somebody, I might be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You might want some smoke. But shit, man, you got one of the black dogs. I ain't even fucking with it. Hey, Pit Wise, hey, salute to Pit Wise. Pit Wise might be the only person, you know, that I take serious when it comes to that damn show shit, and that's right off right now. If it ain't Pit Wise right now today, I ain't taking y'all black dog brothers serious. Because one thing I know, and Pit Wise, don't get mad. I'm about to say this. I don't know what your line is, what line of dog you got. But every one of them Eli dogs, you better not ever tell me about a 3-hour curve. Every damn Eli dog, your line is based off a damn curve. What the hell y'all talking about? What the hell y'all Eli brothers talking about? Talk to me now. Talk to me. Eli didn't go 3 hours. Eli didn't go 3 hours, they say. that match, that curve or whatever they went out with Eli, or that story, it wasn't no 3-hour story. So your whole line is based off of a fucking curve. So y'all need to be accepting of when it comes to curves and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I understand why y'all keep them curves and all that type of shit. And AQ, you know, he'll you know, I understand all that. It's in the lineage, dog. It's in the lineage. You look at the Red Boy Jocko dogs and look at the lineage. You talking about Mayfield. You talking about a straight up motherfucking soldier. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Mr. Chavis. You know, straight up soldier. Mr. Bass and them brothers, straight up soldiers, Magnolia. We ain't heard nothing about Red Boy curring out. We ain't heard nothing about Jocko them curring out. We ain't heard nothing about Mayfield them dogs curring out and he started the line off of. But we heard something about them damn Eli dogs. They curred out, and there's 40,000 of y'all motherfuckers scattered out across this damn country. Y'all got lines off a damn curve. Every last one of y'all. No, tell me you don't. Tell me you don't. Now I'm fucking with y'all. Now I know y'all got some good dogs out there, but I'm just telling you, dog. I'm just telling you, truth is the truth. If you got an Eli dog, the whole line is based off of a cur dog. But they say Bully Son or one of them dogs was a cur as well now. So that is a G. That put Jeep in it. The whole line based off of curve. Man, all our lines based off of curves. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you start getting into these real stories and how they went down and this and that, you know, I mean, hey, you know, they say Bully Son went right? They say Bully Son went right in the bunch, or Bully Son or Honey Bunch, or one of them. They say one of them went right, but we got Jeep from that. That gonna knock another damn 60,000 motherfuckers out the damn park. Now, hey, I ain't heard no stories about the famous Jocko curves. Now, y'all boys want to go back to Mayfield and way before that. Now, I don't know. But we talk about Mr. Chavis. We ain't heard no stories about the famous Jocko curves. We ain't heard no stories about the famous Red Boy curves. Only thing you can come at us with Red Boy is he come from somewhere else. And we ain't worried about that. Look at his production. You know what I'm saying? You need to be credited, Mr. Bass, for putting that son of a bitch on the damn ground. And Mr. Till and the brothers for putting that bitch out there and letting them breathe. But that Eli shit is based off of curves. And Bully Son or whatever, you know, I want to get the story right. I don't want to say Bully Son was a curve. He didn't curve out. But I know I thought I heard Bully Son curved out. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I could be wrong. And Eli, they say after Eli curved out, I don't want to say the wrong name, but they took Eli up under the tree. Unless that was Bully Son. One of them, after they curved out, they took him up under the tree and waited there before they took him off or whatever. It was either Eli or Bully Son, one of them motherfuckers. Oh yeah, man. And to the Mr. Chavis family, you know, that we have listening sometime, and you may be listening tonight. Anybody that's kin to Mr. Chavis, you know, would love, and this is how I'm gonna speak right now. I would love the interview with y'all brothers, but it's more than an interview, or sisters. It's more than an interview of the information that the dog community want to know when it comes to Mr. Chavis. You know what I'm saying? His dogs are so underrated, but one of the main dogs in the pillar of the dog community. You don't have no stories about Mr. Chavis dogs because we always say promotion. Mr. Chavis didn't promote like David Tant did, like the rest of the older brothers did, and it paid off in the end. You know, he didn't do the breedings. He did a lot of in-house breedings. And see, brothers, pay attention. When we say this, we only breed it in-house. We only breed it in-house. This is what you get 30 years later. When you only breed in-house, you get situations like Mr. Chavis because he have no Jocko Jeep dogs. He have no Jocko Bolio dogs, no Jocko Chinaman dogs. You know, we got Red Boy Jocko, but Jocko had a whole world of shit that he could have produced. If only the dog would have been taken off the yard and bred multiple times, you know. So when you do that in-house breeding, it can help you because you're keeping your secret sauce, but it can also hurt you at the same time, you know. And Mr. Chavis is somebody that I would love to sit on anybody's channel and watch and listen to, you know, no matter who get the interviews or the knowledge and stuff. But it got to be from Mr. Chavis' family, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that was dealing with him with the dogs, you know what I'm saying? It got to be a yard man or somebody who was dealing with him with the dogs in his family, not somebody who just know Mr. Chavis or something like that. You know, we need to, they done gave us information over the past 30 years. We need that real information on the old man. They try to throw salt on the old man and saying, oh, he was broke and this and that and sold his dog. Man, nobody don't care about that. That man had some of the best dogs in Pitbull history. You know what I'm saying? So when we get a chance to talk to some of his family, you know, like I said, anybody can pull them interviews up, pull them up. You know, if anybody can get them interviews, get them. You know, no hate on nobody, man. Oh yeah, man. And big salute and shout out to all the brothers that was gonna vote for me in the dog show. And no matter what, no matter if my dog was looking good or not, that was gonna vote for me. Big thank you to y'all brothers, man. Big thank you to the brothers that was gonna say, yo, if your dog wasn't looking better than his dog, I'm gonna vote for him. And I was already good with that. You know what I'm saying? I was already good with that because I know I gotta bring the best looking dog. I can't rely on the pedigree. I can't rely on the bloodline. I got to bring the best looking fucking dog. So shit. Hey, big salute out to Bruce Banner in the building, man. Big salute out to Bruce Banner in the building. Big salute out to all the brothers that's gonna be competing in the dog show at the beginning of the month. I want to say the beginning of November. Big salute to all the brothers that's competing in the dog show, all the puppies that's competing in the dog show at the beginning of November. You know, hey, Bruce Banner say he late. We were just speaking about the 3-hour dogs, Bruce Banner. I was saying, you know, outside of the dog being a great dog for going 3 hours, the dog man himself is a hellified dog man. It just anybody can't hold a dog for 3 hours. You know, now if the scratches start early, you got to be bent over, ready to make a handle over your dog. You can't be standing up looking, just looking when it's time to start this scratching up. You got to be bent over, you know, ready to grab this dog. Because if you're not, I'm gonna start complaining, yo, referee, this motherfucker ain't trying to grab his dog. Sooner or later, you'll be fouled out. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be bent over once the scratching start. Now we talking about going 3 hours. You talking about a brother who can last that long, picking up a 40-pound dog or 30-pound dog over and over and over. You talking about scratching 20, 30, 40, 50 times over and over. 3 hours and the scratching start early. It ain't no little bit of scratching. It's a lot of scratching going on. You know what I'm saying? Picking that bitch up, going to the corner, holding them back there. Staying humped over with the dog until you release the dog again. Now when you stand up straight, your back crack on. You go, you know how your back do when you done been bent over half the day, your back cracking. And you ain't up with 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the show, 20 minutes in the show. That's why I say, man, as a dog man, I feel disrespected sometimes with some of these band dog motherfucking damn breeders get up here and start voicing that pit bull damn talk, and that shit is fairy tale, man. You know what I'm saying? Fairy tale. Man, listen here, dog. Let a brother come in that box and he ain't in shape, and that dog take him into the deep waters. Forget the dog getting in deep waters. The dog take the handle in the deep waters. You know what I'm saying? Now he out here, oh man, he thought it was gonna be over 45 minutes. He sweat like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Can't even bend over and grab his dog. And this is a question I'm gonna ask any brother in the chat. Can you make an exchange? Can you trade? Can you say, oh, let my partner handle it and I'm gonna jump out? Can you do that? Now, if you got big money on the line, and if I got big money on the line, fuck no. Nah, dog. Nah, one man got to stay in this shit, dog. You know, ain't no switching up. I don't know what you got on your hands. I don't know what you got around you. You got to stay out there. When big money on the line. You know, but can you do that? You get tired at an hour or something and your dog's still pushing hard. Can you switch another handler? You done use 3 handlers and you're in 3 hours. But you talking about the dog, but you can't even use one man to make it that long. Yes, sir. Salute to all them brothers that got them dogs that can take the long haul and they got mouth. You know, they was putting mouth down. Every time they put them out certain places, they did what they supposed to do. You know, big salute to all them bulldogs because you got them dogs out there. But if I got I always say this, and I'm gonna stand on this, and something else I'm gonna stand on. Just like I stand on that 3 hour shit, you can't really put it into the curve talk. You know, when it comes to like that mountain stuff, it just everybody got a different look at it, man. Everybody got a different look at it when it comes to that mount. I'm gonna say, you know, like I said, I'm gonna stand on this right here. You can't breed mount the way you can breed gameness. Gameness is something that you can breed and you can keep from generation to generation to generation. Mouth is something that is unexpected that comes when it comes. You know, you might see some shit in this dog that showed you so much mouth, but you can't see it in none of the offspring. But the offspring are just as game as he is, but none of them got the same mouth that you seen in him. Maybe they have more, but They don't have the same mouth. You can't breathe for the mouth the same way you can breathe for gamers. And if you're gonna lose anything, be willing to lose mouth, but keep the gamers. You don't want to keep mouth and lose gamers. You want to lose mouth and keep gamers. You know, at the end of the day, you want a game dog. That's what you're supposed to have, not a mouth dog. When you get in a conversation with a group of brothers, Bruce Banner, brother Guy Costa, and all this Stuart Dog, all this Bradford up here talking. We talking about game dogs, right? We ain't up here talking about mouth dogs. You know, I gotta call my brother Stan and the brothers. You know, we talking about protection work. My brother Trey and the brothers, we talking about protection work and all of, and we talk about mouth and all that. You know, but we talking about game dogs. So that's what you want to make sure that you're breeding for. As far as between the two, is in my opinion. You know, just my opinion. Hey, listen here, man. Big salute to any brother that ever tried to do any kind of illegal stuff with the dogs, and it was too much for you to take. Big salute to y'all brothers because you understood what it was with you. Big salute to any brother that said, I'm not going to fight no dog. I've never been about that type of shit. Big salute to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Everybody take different paths in their lives. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to knock no brother for not having the same path that he ain't take the same path I took. You know, maybe it led him down a better road. You know what I'm saying? It don't make me a better person with my dogs because I did rolling with my dogs. It just made me could talk dog talk to the trolls because none of them did it. But when it comes to some regular conversation with brothers, regular dog brothers, none of that shit matter, man. That's why I always tell folk, my folk at least, I don't never feel out of place over here, man. I don't care if you're bulldog or not. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't no troll, and anybody trolling talking about what the next man did and didn't do, and you ain't showing shit. That's when it start mattering. Other than that, dog, I don't care, man. None of us supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? None of us supposed to be doing it. So shit, I just got a few stories that I could tell, you know, for the platform that I'm on. Other than that, I'm living the same way you with these brothers is who doing the modern day legitimate stuff with their dogs. You know. Yeah, man, and I want to say I gotta keep saying, man, salute to the brother nonstop them, because they're the first brothers, him and Big Hill, them the first ones I heard speaking about that 3 hour thing. At least that last conversation that I heard. Salute to them brothers, man, because it's too many people that'll get in the middle, like I said before, that'll try to screw something up. You know what I'm saying? It takes a real dog, man, to even make it 3 hours with your dog nonstop. So you need to be around amongst real bulldogs talking about that type of shit, and they out there damn talking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tell it. Shit, damn them band doggers. Shit, man. We ain't getting no love over there. They ain't getting no love over here. Especially when they come talking that shit. You ain't gonna find me in the band dog group acting like I know about a bunch of band dogs. I'm gonna get in where I fit in and find out as much as information. Find out, and learn. I'm just starting this shit up, dog. I ain't been training protection dogs all my life. I just started training protection dogs years ago. Years ago, but it ain't been no 15, 20, 30 years and none of that type of stuff. You know, I ain't too ashamed to say none of that. But I put my all in what I do. Whenever I do it, I put my all in whatever I do and I execute. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I get up here and talk to y'all about or sound crazy about or talk, going all off the wall to y'all about, you put a dog in my hand for some training, it's a whole different story. It ain't no games being played. You know, it's strictly business out here. Now, Bruce Banner talking about a bottom side dog that he was speaking about. I caught half the conversation, Bruce. So I really don't know the conversation he's speaking about, but I'm catching half the conversation. I had a few bottom side dogs, and a lot of people don't like them. I kind of like the dogs that played the bottom, the ones that, you know, that was smart enough to know to stay out of trouble. If they knew to stay out of trouble, they played the bottom. You know, I like them because it's almost like they preserve their energy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the ones that played the bottom, they were face dogs. You know, they're face dogs or some type of mouth dog or something like that. So they're throat dog or something. So they'll work their position from the bottom. So they're not really quitting or nothing like that. They just coming from a different angle. So the dog that's on top, it's not like he got no resting either. You know, he's still working because this dog from the bottom, and he can feel that dog pushing from the bottom. You know, so I kind of like the lay down dogs, a true smart lay down dog. You know, but that lay down shit can get you in so much trouble, man. When you come on a dog that's serious, you know what I'm saying? A dog that's straight come about business. He coming and he putting some damage in off top. You can find yourself getting in a lot of trouble with a lay down dog. You know, so it go both ways, just about like anything else. Got us good and got us bad with it. But that lay down trait was a trait that I know them toe jam dogs had. And from what I heard, that they got that trait from Yellow. The toe jam dogs had that trait, lay down dogs, and he passed that trait into all his dogs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this right here, and I'm gonna say this about some dogs, and I want to say this without being biased. And you may think I'm being biased right now because of what I've been saying about the Big John stuff lately. But I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. You know, two great lines. One mistake that was made between two great lines, Big John line and the toe jam and the crossroad line. One mistake that was made, and this was a major mistake made on Walkabout end and made on Crossroad end. And I know this for a fact. See, everybody can't tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you this, and everybody who know both of them brothers, they know I'm not lying. The dogs were never bred together. Walkabout should have hollered at Crossroad and bred some of his best Big John dogs to some of the best Toe Jam dogs, which could have been Fatty's sister. Any of them dogs that was coming off Toe Jam or that stuff, Mike Caton stuff, real tight. They should have bred them dogs back then. And some of the, Walkabout took some and Crossroad took some and ran them on his side, both sides. And when I tell you, dog, the ultimate dog would have been created. But it's like the Dallas Cowboys and the Redskins. We competition. We friends, but we competition. So we ain't investing in each other. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, them brothers should have crossed some of their best dogs that they had. And man, you think Fatty something, or you think Rattler or Hitler or some of them old dogs from the 90s or something, or CP, or you think them dogs something, the dogs you would have got off that Toe Jam Big John cross, off the old dogs I'm talking about, not this modern day stuff, because you done too far back from the dogs now. I'm talking about when the dogs were still around in the 90s. Crossroad was still around, pumping hard in the 90s, and the Big John stuff was, always been around. So that's this across, man. And that's how I know when we see a lot of dogs that haven't been crossed together, sometimes it's just simple shit, man. These dogs were in the same county. It's not that it was in the same different states. These dogs were in the same county. Two of the best dogs to this day that came off Yellow, Big John and Toe Jam. Same county, no dogs crossed into each other. That shit don't make no sense, dog, brothers. And that shows you learn from the next brother mistakes. You don't have to make the same mistakes. These brothers made, and both brothers made great dogs. Without making their crosses to each other. You know what I'm saying? But if you dealt with both brothers, and that Toe Jam stuff, it was a lot of lay down dogs. They'll stay in there 30 minutes, 40 minutes, they'll lay down, and they'll turn the whole show around. That Big John stuff was hard pressing, and it was like your red boy. Keep going. Like, and in my opinion, the Big John dogs showed more mouth than the Toe Jam dogs did. In my opinion, the Toe Jam dogs showed more gameness than the Big John dogs did. In my opinion, and we're talking about directly off. We're not talking about the 2025, because the 2025, I got to give the credit to the Big John crew because they got their shit still preserved up until this date. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happened with Crossroad, His shit ended in 2003, 2003. 2002 is when it was over for him. But man, it just goes to show like when you have brothers around that got great dogs. I got a great dog. Bruce Banner got a great dog. A Tika. I can't pronounce that shit. And the boys know I fuck some names up, Tika. I'm gonna put you on the I'm gonna put you up on the screen real quick so you know what I'm talking about. Big salute to you, you know. But shit, man. I'm reading the chat right now, man. Yeah, me and Bruce Banner can have, and Tika can have the best dogs around, but we don't really too much like each other. And if we breed these dogs together, this gonna change history. Right now, there's so many brothers that got dogs like that in the dog game that's gonna change history, but it's never gonna change history because you either mad at somebody for no reason, or you hate them because they're doing something that you should be or could be doing. You know what I'm saying? Or you just, you know how shit go. You just want to breed with who you want to breed with. But the best dogs ain't gonna be created because of that very reason. You know. So I mean, like I said, and to this day, right now today, when it comes to that yellow stuff, reliable yellow stuff, that toe jam shit in modern day time, if it's real toe jam shit, it's gonna be reliable. The Big John shit is gonna be reliable. I mean, I can't really, I don't really know a whole bunch of other straight families of dogs coming directly off of yellow that's based off one family of dogs that I can rely on. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Banner, and you said a key thing. Back in the days, dogs used to bring people together. You know why? Bruce Banner, money wasn't involved in. The love of the game was involved in. Me and you had something in common, Bruce. Me and my brother over here in Conway. Me and Bruce. Bruce, big salute to you, Bruce, from my way. Me and Bruce had something in common then, and it wasn't the money. It was the damn Bulldogs. That's what brought us together back in the days. Now it's too much money involved, dog, and it's too much. When you got money involved, you got hate, envy, and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the problem come in. Oh, he on TV too much. He advertising. He making too much money off his dogs. He doing this. He selling his dogs too high. I ain't gonna pay $5,000 for a dog. That's where the problem come in at, Bruce. What if it was no 5,000 for a dog? Everybody dogs was $300, right? So now it goes back to the love of the game, the love of the dog itself. But money, I understand why money is involved myself because everything is high these days. A bag of dog food about to be priced of a damn dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm about shit. Brothers about to start having the average dog food price into the price you sell your dogs for. Shit, if I'm selling puppies for $500, by the time you get the dog, he done ate $300 worth of dog food. Shit, so I'm giving it away now. So I understand why the price, the prices is what the prices is, but the prices is why we don't come together the way we used to come together, Bruce Banner. Not the prices, but the money in general, just the money itself. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't no money in this dog game, and everybody had the bulldog off the love of the game, I couldn't make no money off my puppies. Nobody will buy puppies because everybody giving them away free. You know what I'm saying? If everybody give their puppies away, nobody can sell them. And if these brothers over here giving away good dogs, how can I sell a dog for 500 when damn half the community giving them away for free? Just come pick them up. Come pick them up. You can't sell them. Man, fuck you. I'm gonna get my shit for free. You know what I'm saying? So that money, man, like, oh man. I don't like him. Oh, I don't like him. I ain't showing up to his events. I ain't coming to his events. I ain't showing up to his shows. I ain't supporting his dogs. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. What can he tell me? This and that. So that's what I say, man. That money changed the dog game. We can say dope, and nothing changed the dog game like money. Nothing changed the dog game. No, and gamblers and all that, it's money. Money is the change of the dog game. How about let's go back to the days where you could buy a dog for $250, $300. Like I said, I remember walking on Mr. Claude Puckett Yard, and he showing me dogs directly off Yellow Suns, which I wasn't hip to the line then, because I picked a dog that was 8 months old, that was acting up on the chain, when I should have picked a little puppy that was 8 weeks old, the little buckskin black mass puppies he had that was 8 weeks old. I should have picked one of them. But the young in me want to take something straight off the yard and want to roll them right there. Got the bullshit dog. It was a scary acting dog. But let's go back to the days when the dogs were cheap, when you can love the dogs. You ain't had to worry about investing your damn house and your whole damn livestock and everything into the dogs. Bag of dog food was less than $20. Can we sacrifice the dog food? Can we sacrifice paying high for the dog food if everybody take their prices down to $250? Every single dog, man. Can we sacrifice and say, oh, I'll pay high if I can get any dog I want for $250? The love of the game. Like I said, this is the question I got to ask brothers. How long would you leave your dog down if you got $500 on him? Would you let him lose in 3 hours? Would you let him lose in 3 hours if you got 500 on him? Which means what I mean by this is a brother who know how they looking at their dogs. You can see your dog is about to lose in the next 10 minutes, but you could pick this motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? You could pick him up. He done gave it his all, but you ain't got the 500 on it. So what I'm saying is, when you pick him up and he really didn't lose now, everybody knows when I pick my dog up, it's I took the loss, my dog didn't lose. So now that you picked him up, does that change his status? And like I said, big salute to the brothers for coming up with that conversation. Gave me a lot of things to talk about, because the more I think about it, the more I see the man and the dog that lasts 3 hours, whether you lost or you won. I want to salute you. You know what I'm saying? I want to salute you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? You did that damn thing. Well, only everybody can't do it. Hey, these brothers, oh man, my dog don't gotta go 3 hours. He 45 minutes. He can finish it in 45. He finish it in 30. And I mean, that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? That's perfectly fine. And it's real talk. I mean, it's real talk. In some places and some brothers. But we can never let nobody disrespect the 3 hour brothers. Nobody discredit the 3 hour brothers. I don't care. Okay, let me ask you this, right? When that 3 hour match is over, do you think the brothers around that square is going to only walk to the person that won? We got $500 on it, right? Stow it, dog. Me and Bruce Banner got $500 on that match. Both of our dogs went 3 hours. All y'all brothers standing around the box, right? Back in the days. You think y'all brothers gonna go just to Bruce Banner won the show? Now I lost. You think y'all gonna just go to Bruce Banner and be like, man, you got a bulldog? Nah, man. Brothers from around that square gonna step to both parties and they gonna say, man, y'all boys got some bulldogs, man. Y'all got some bulldogs. And truthfully, the boys around the square at 3-some hours, you going in and you got 500. Real bulldogs is gonna say, man, both of y'all boys pick them dogs up, man. Y'all boys got some hellified dogs. No need for y'all to lose y'all dogs, man. That's what checking to see what real bulldogs is. 50,000 on it? Nah, ain't no picking up. Leave this son of a bitch down. Leave this son of a bitch down. Now we can't really see somebody about to lose something. So that's where the money fucked the game up. Me and Bruce Banner pick our dogs up. Bruce Banner kicked my ass in 3 hours. My dog stood on all fours. I'm pissed off like a motherfucker. But them brothers around that box, they gonna be like, man, that's a damn bulldog. I tell you what, brother, you want to get rid of? That's what they gonna say. I can promise you, if you got 20 brothers around that square, one of them brothers gonna say, hey, I tell you what, you want to get rid of them, dog? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be giving you your props. Because, dog, that's a real soldier there. That's a real bulldog. You know? And like I said, did that bulldog go that long without turning? Did that bulldog go 2 hours without turning? 1 hour without turning? When did he make his first turn? You know? Because that also established how much bulldog this motherfucker is and what he came to do. But it don't mean that turning shit don't mean shit. Let me make that clear as well. That turning shit don't mean nothing because some dogs do it automatically because they know the box, they know the square, they know what it takes, they know how to get to that corner, they know they got to spin around and do that spin. They do it and they get what they want every single time. So they learn. They smart. You know, all I gotta do is turn my shoulders. Cause we about to get to this little break me and my owner be doing that, rubbing this water around my mouth and all kind of shit. I want some water. Let me spin my shoulder real quick. Last time when I spit my shoulder, I got water and I got a 20-second and 30-second break. and I got that motherfucker off my ass for a little while. You know? So them dogs get smart, man. And a 3-hour dog and a 3-hour dog, man, deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, whether you won or whether you lost. You know, because the one that lost, he can talk shit to all of the rest of the brothers that ain't never went up for 45 minutes. Bitch, I went 3 hours. Kiss my ass. I lost. I went 3 hours. What you went? 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes? You know? And I'm curious, man, when I asked y'all that question earlier, it don't mean, like I said, it don't mean I'm going to one side or the other when I say, which dog do you breed to? The 30-minute grand champion with a tremendous mouth that won 6, or the dog that won 2 that went 3 hours. It don't mean I'm gonna pick the dog that went 3 hours because I'm asking you this and I'm speaking and giving the 3-hour brothers props. It don't mean I'm gonna pick the dog that went 3 hours. Just asking y'all brothers to see where everybody, opinion is at. Because I mean, a dog, that's passing good traits, and back in them days that's putting, dogs that's finishing in the early, I mean, everybody like their own thing, man. Like I said, back in the days, I would have loved to be around a brother who just lost a 3-hour match and you ready to get rid of that dog. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to have been in that position because I would have took that damn Kurt home that day, and I probably would have had me a story right about now to talk about somebody ass I kicked, but I would have got him. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen a brother that my dog, like I told you before, my dog got his ass whipped in about 30 minutes or something like that, right? But I know I fucked up on the keep. And I seen another brother take that dog because my feelings was hurt. I shouldn't have got rid of the dog, but I wasn't gonna put him down. I just didn't want the dog. My feelings were hurt and I was embarrassed because I don't lose like that. So I got my ass whipped in short fashion. So I said, yo, fuck this motherfucker piece of shit. Now this man take the same dog and damn near turn him to a champion before he got stopped. I'm talking about he backyard that motherfucker till the wheels came off and you couldn't stop him. You couldn't stop the damn dog. I was like, yeah, shit, man. Hey, let me find out now. So, everybody, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Hey, yes, sir, man. Now, like I said, it's so many things that play in the factor of that, man. You really can't put it all on the dog. You got to have a good keep behind you. With a good keep, you're going to work yourself out a little bit during the keep because you're not going to be able to just do no damn treadmill and think that's just going to do your keep. Not saying you got to do no road work, but you got to do something besides treadmill. So you're going to have to get yourself worked out. And then you talk about made it 3 hours. It took a good keep to make the dog last 3 hours, a good dog that is going to last through that, and a good handler that can make good handles, that he can stay in there and stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Not listening to the outside and stay focused for 3 hours. It just take a good team, man, a good team. And when we start underestimating that and start talking about that shit like it's everyday occurrence, that's when you screw the dog game up. You take your value back. You take your value from these brothers out here, man. These brothers out here are valuable, man. These 3-hour brothers, 4-hour brothers. We ain't about to mix that shit up like these brothers, some old motherfucking damn 30-minute curves and 30-minute curves and all that shit. Cause y'all buying that bootleg shit and all that dog pound shit, and your dogs coming out here talking about mouth. Yeah, he got tremendous mouth. But he lost the game 3 generations ago. You know? And y'all brothers being in the Facebook groups, man, don't fall victim to these brothers that want you to talk about prove this and prove that. Prove this and prove that. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, man, but your damn self. You know what I'm saying? You see how the ones that ain't got no bulldog game in a period be up there talking trash about me? So what would you have to prove to anybody? Man, just do your own damn thing. That's how I like shit. I find it comfortable. Just do your own damn thing. Shit. I bumped into some good dog brothers out here. I didn't know going hard on them brothers before I started doing these shows and stuff. And different dog brothers, samurai them brothers. I didn't know these brothers. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I met a lot of good dog brothers out here in this dog game. You know, knowing and knowing of is 2 different things, I would say as well. I'm speaking knowing personally. I didn't know these brothers. You know, so it's a lot of good brothers out here, man, and a lot of good knowledge out here. But there's a lot of people and a lot of things that'll keep you from getting to that knowledge and being in the place where you can seek that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't want to be on so-and-so channels because everybody ain't looking at that. But little do you know, like I said before, man, it's so many brothers' channels that I've been watching for years and years, and I just don't say certain things. But I look at them and get knowledge from these channels. Learn how to handle these dogs, what to do with these dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's too much shit, man. You know, like I say, my brother Stan Smith to be doing the training and stuff, man. He got some great videos that be on Facebook doing training and different things and different techniques. A lot of this stuff wasn't available, man. There's no excuse for any brother that's trying to learn the dogs, learn the dogs inside out about any breed of dog these days, man. You know, so shit. I already see no excuse out here besides laziness, man. Laziness. And like I said, at the end of the day, laziness is gonna be the reason a lot of these brothers cur out like that dog did at the digital dog show that's coming up this past show. You know, if you gotta win by default, win by default. It don't make no difference. You know. At the end of the day, if we would have been boxing, if we'd have been doing anything else, I'd have took that belt and I'd have been moving on to the next contender. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I take it how I gotta take it, man. As long as I didn't cheat, hey Bruce Banner, I always say, win however you gotta win, as long as you don't cheat, man. That's what it's all about. Yes, sir, man. And them brothers, them black dogs out there, man. One thing I will say too, a lot of great looking black dogs. I see some great looking black and white dogs over the past few weeks and things. A lot of great black dogs out there, man. Y'all brothers just a little too sensitive. You get in your feelings a little too fast about stuff, man. That's how I know you ain't looking at the videos. You go to talking shit before you even look at the videos and to see what I'm talking about. I might be saying everybody with a black dog, holler at me in the chat, and I'm gonna shoot you 5 on your cash app. But I said something talking trash about the black dogs in my title. You ain't even watch the video to see that I was gonna send you $5. You told shit. You know. I was talking to my boy the other day, and I was telling y'all about a black dog that I had did some work with back in the days. You know, his name was Mexico, and I want to say he told me that was some of that Ed Farron stuff, and one more brother he said name, some of that Farron stuff, and something else he said. I want to think he said, I don't want to say the wrong dog, but I know what some of that stuff that brother had, and the dog that I did, I could have won in my show that I did. I could have won, but I would say when it come to my keep was probably about at a 60% then. I didn't really know what, the things that I needed to know. I knew the basics, but not the things that I really needed to know to make that dog succeed, to put him on a level to succeed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put that blame on me on that end. He didn't show no bad moves or anything like that. He just did scratch on the end. That's the hellified worst bad move, not scratching. But other than that, he was, he did pretty good. And he was a big dog, about 49, 50 pounds, so around the area. But I had some good black dogs off of that Abraham's Bull stuff. Abraham's Bull and Queen of Hearts stuff. And it was some black dogs that I had off some of that stuff. When I first started doing my videos, I had them. Right before I got Mellow Yellow to Mama. So ain't no thing with the color of the dogs. You liable to see me any color. If I like it, I like it. And I damn sure ain't gonna worry about if you like it, store it, dog. As long as I like it, dog. Hey, Trevor, I'm about to get back on that shit like I was when I was a little young jit and you know nothing about the dog game, man. When you're innocent, I'm going back to that era, right? When I wanted all colors of the dogs. No matter how I do it, I could breed it how I want to breed it. I could breed these dogs with this dog, but I just want a variety of dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? I like all colors, and not necessarily saying I want to just buy a black dog, just buy a white dog. I ain't doing nothing like that. Consistent breeding good dogs to good dogs, but don't try to subject one color of good dogs to and say, oh, I gotta have these. Nah. I want to say that dog I'm talking about, Bradford, had some of that renegade stuff in it too, but I'm not sure. But I know he said some of that fair and stuff. He was a nice big black dog, skinny, had some good leg up on him. He wasn't no heavy dog. He was a nice big dog though. And this will, I'm gonna speak about this before I get up out of here. This what me and my homeboy was talking about. Now, just imagine how many dogs left from getting seized since the 1990s. When we wonder why this bloodline is not bred as much, where the Zebo dogs at? Where these dogs at? Where these dogs at? Why these Jeep dogs ain't plentiful like these Jeep dogs? Imagine all the busts that happened from the 90s to now, my brothers. You see, just over the past 2 weeks, I gave y'all 75 dogs that got taken in South Carolina. That was just over the past 2 weeks. Imagine all the dogs that got taken from across the country since the 90s. That's where our dogs at, man. That's where the Jeep dogs, the Red Boy dogs, these dogs, the Zebo dogs, the Rascal dogs, the dogs are getting seized, man. And then you still have because they're not taking all of them. But when they take these groups and these large groups, 50 dogs, 30 dogs, 100 dogs, they take families. Like when they took Brother Boudreaux dogs. Even though everybody else got Boudreaux dogs, they took his dogs and then stopped the whole family. And modern day time, you can save the family of dogs a little bit better than you could back in the days because the brothers really didn't have the sperm and all that stuff like they had as far as the technology wise. Some people had it, but it wasn't a thing that every single dog brother talking about. Oh, let me do a sperm breeder. Oh, let me do a saving up semen. Everybody talk about it now. It wasn't like that back then, and I'm talking about 90s. Some people did it, but right now, man, you can put certain dogs up and put them on chill, and keeping a dog on chill is gonna be cheaper than a phone bill. You're gonna pay higher to keep that cell phone throughout the year than you're gonna pay to keep that ice chilled all year long. And for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Big salute to all my brothers in Darlington County, Dillon County, Florence County, Man County, all that area. Big salute to all my dog brothers, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, I got a dog brother in Mullins County, man, and he helped me train Marino. And if it wasn't for that brother, you know what I'm saying, Marino wouldn't have half the training that he had. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to my brother KG out there, man. But hey, man, it just It is what it is, dog. These bloodlines get took, man. You know, and we just trying to hold on to what we got. But man, shit, man, these folk taking them by the wop. You know, took the big John dogs. You know, whether they, you know, whether no matter what you want to think about them, you know, a whole family of dogs is gone. You know, anybody else who lost their dogs, the whole family of dogs just gone. And then when a family like that gone, you rely on everybody else to do their breedings. And throughout 15 years, you know, brothers make breedings, they make outs, they make crosses. They don't focus on the same thing that everybody else focus on. And now you start seeing people, they start seeing the line weed away. And now it's stronger in another line. You know, so yeah, man, everybody just keep doing the breeding they doing, man, and staying legal out here. You know, I mean, shit. Now I'm gonna say this now. 5 or 10 years go by like nothing. We all know when the coronavirus hit, you know, 5 or 10 years go by like it ain't nothing. The older you get, the faster that damn time go, boy. All right, now so 25 years having sperm, I ain't gonna say that's questionable, Bruce Banner, you know, because it can happen and it has happened and it does happen, you know, but I will say, you know, it's just you gotta, you know what's what. Cause you know, you might get something off your dog right now. I might get something off my dog Fletcher right now, or Mellow Yellow right now. You ain't gonna store no eggs and nothing like that, but a male dog. And then hell, I done been doing this channel for about 4 years, or you know, at least. So I'd have had some on ice for 4 years already. And then whatever I had on, you know, say 5 years after that. 5 years will go by quick as hell. Now that's 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that time will go by fast on you, man. Next thing you know, you in the 25-year mark, and shit, you sitting on something like an antique. But I would say this, you know what I'm saying? In modern day time, brothers, you know, need a DNA, all that stuff, man. Because when you start talking about these old dogs, it's too much technology going on and too much DNA proof that's around now to not have it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do that type of stuff, if you know you're gonna be planning for the future and you're doing some type of DNA and sperm pulling off right now, you need to go ahead and get it DNA profiled. You know what I'm saying? That way you can verify that it's off this sperm 25 years down the line. And when you got a DNA profile, it can be 50 years down the line. I got the paperwork on this shit right here. You know, this showing you my shit is what it say it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's about like filling out the papers early on the dog or waiting till you done started 3 generations of families and trying to go back and do your papers over again. Don't make something that's real simple, make it into something harder. You can just DNA for $50 or $100, and then you got your sperm or whatever little cost you pay for that, couple $100 or so, or whatever you pay, and so now you good. You know that DNA profile is going to save you a whole lot of argument, a whole lot of questionability. You know, I can say that shit ain't real, but if you slap real DNA proof in front of me, you know what I'm saying? It's can't argue with it. Now, this is the thing, Bruce Banner. I'm glad you said that, dog. I'm glad you said that. The freezer. Because with technology, the way it is today, you can go on Amazon and buy the sperm cylinders from the cylinders that hold 10 cylinders, from the cylinders that hold, 10 little valves, the cylinders that hold 20 some valves, the cylinders that hold 50 some valves. You can buy them all on Amazon, right? And you can store your own sperm. And brothers been doing that since the 90s. Not talking about no particular person. I'm just saying people been doing it since the 90s, right? But DNA wasn't involved. When you put DNA involved with it, it kills the whole argument. That's why ain't no arguing when somebody commit a crime with DNA involved, because DNA involved. It's arguing when you commit a crime and you're doing a whole bunch of time and they ain't got no DNA evidence. But once they get DNA on you, this shit locking you in. Hey, like I always say, you locked in. It could be my great grandkids. got dogs off Fletcher. My great-great-grandkids got sperm off Fletcher. And they can get up here on some more high-tech shit, whatever they have going on out here in the social media world and start talking about them dogs. Oh, I got dogs off my great-great-granddaddy dog, Fletcher. Oh, y'all was talking trash back in the day. This, that. I got dogs off that dog. And if he got the DNA profile to go along with it, you can kiss his black ass. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But if he don't, then he's shooting smoke. That could be true, and it could not be true. You know, it's just up to who want to argue with it. But when the DNA is involved, everything is dead. You know, strictly business. That's what it calls handling your business right out here. You know, not handling your business right out here, have it where you got to go through all that shit, small time. You know what I'm saying? You got to handle your business correctly out here. This ain't no salt on nobody. This is for everybody. We all gotta handle our business correctly. You know what I'm saying? If I decide to go get sperm off this dog or sperm off that dog, then I need to get DNA. You know, I'm not trying to draw those sperm off the dog to be using it 8 months later or 2 years later. Hopefully, if I draw it off of it, I won't have to use it until the dog at least grow an old dog and he go. Just give or take, that's 10 years. Give or take, if nothing happened, 10 years. And then maybe after he go, I can sit back and wait on it for a few more years, the Lord willing me to live. A few more years, and we working on close to 20. You know, but if DNA involved and that profile involved, I can ride the boat as long as I want to. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Mayday and Grand Champion Yellow was DNA profiled right now. How can you put a price on Mayday sperm? How can you put a price on Grand Champion Yellow sperm right now? If it's coming directly off Grand Champion Yellow and it's coming directly off Mayday. How can you put a price on it? 100,000, 50,000, what it's worth? A dog man can always argue and say it's worth, I mean, okay, you can say 100,000 high, but shit, you get a litter of puppies, and each one of these dogs off this puppy, you ain't selling nothing. You keeping everything, whoever buy that sperm, you keeping everything off the litter. So say you got 4 or 5 puppies. That's low end. Maybe you had 6 or 7. Now you got 6 or 7 dogs that's gonna produce you top dollar dogs. You know what I'm saying? You're breeding the male dog for top dollar, and you sell the puppies off the female for top dollar. Not over there, motherfucker talking $3,000 or $5,000. Get the fuck out my face. We talking top dollar here. If you ain't talking top dollar, stay the hell on. So, DNA makes that shit valuable. If Mayday was DNA, we talking priceless. Mayday with no DNA on it, we talking take a chance. That's what we talking. Take a chance. And I ain't talking about take a chance to see if they caught. Take a chance to see if you got a dog pound dog. Take a chance to see if you got one of the Persian Canaries that David Ted was breeding, the boys with the black dogs that were coming with them cut off tails that David Ted had. One thing about it, Yellow didn't produce black dogs with cut off tails. I don't know what bloodline that came off of, but that didn't come off Yellow. But they was hitters. They was hitters, but they wasn't yellow. Now, I'm not saying the top side wasn't yellow, but the bottom side I don't think was yellow. I'm surprised some of y'all boys took them bobtail dogs back in the days with them black dogs bobtail from David Ted. I'm surprised at that shit, because I can tell you right now, I talk shit to Sonny, but I get pissed off if I hear one of y'all other motherfuckers talking shit, because that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? But I remember back in the days, them boys had bought a dog on Big John around the corner. I was about to buy it. And that motherfucker looked like a damn, a big ass 70-pound hound dog, white and brown and black spots and all kind of shit. So shit, I mean, man. And when you know your lines, man, that's why I say you know your lines. If you know what Jeep dogs or you know what Eli dogs look like, and you an Eli man, then nobody can give you a Red Boy Jocko dog and tell you this a dog straight off Mr. Boudreaux yard. You know if it look like mellow yellow, I can't tell you it's straight off Mr. Boudreaux yard unless you just don't know dogs. Off Mr. Boudreaux dogs that he bred directly to Eli and the dogs. You know, I can't tell you that. Because you know the line of dogs. I can't tell you this dog is a pure Jeep dog with not that blackjack, pure tab dog, tab top and tab bottom, and this bitch black. Something else in this dog. You know, this dog got something else in it if it's coming out black. Not saying none of tab dogs never came out black, tab top, tab bottom. I'm just using examples just straight off the head, quick buckskin dogs and other dogs coming out, you know. Because when we start going back in the pedigrees, you see other dogs and other colors in the pedigrees and stuff. You know. But yeah, man. DNA profile your shit, man. If you're going to try to do that stuff in modern day time, and save you a lot of trouble 20 years from now. Like that fatty stuff that I always talk about. That shit ain't DNA profile. Now, I'm gonna say it like this. It could be DNA profile, but if it ain't DNA profile, you know, you can't argue with somebody that say it ain't real. But if you DNA profile, you can say, oh, this real all day long. So, I mean, it just is what it is, man. And I know it's a lot of sophisticated brothers out here that talking about doing those sperms, saving up their sperm and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you do your little DNA thing, man. Everything don't be expensive. Brothers be acting like that shit be expensive to do it. It costs a lot of money, man. That shit be $50, $60 for this and $75 for the application. I'm just making an example. $50 for the take the sample and something else for this. Man, you done got $150 in the process and it's gonna save you a lot of bullshit and make you a lot of thousands of dollars, if not millions. It just depends on where you elevate your game to in the future. Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody rocking with the bait tonight, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with the bait tonight. Stoic Dog, man. Stoic Dog. Stoic Dog, the man tonight, Bruce Banner. Stoic Dog been up in this motherfucker rocking with me 30 minutes before the show starts. You know what I'm saying? Stoic Dog, the man tonight. Small time in the building, man. Big salute to everybody and shout out to everybody that rock with me tonight, man. I appreciate it. Only thing I don't appreciate y'all doing with me tonight, man, I dropped that link. Somebody should have came up there and give me some 3-hour opinions. Cause I don't want it to be like I'm bullying the 3-hour talk, man. Brother, you know, if have your opinion about that 3-hour. If you feel like a 3-hour dog ain't shit, I'm gonna sit back. I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna let you talk. You know, I mean, shit, it's your opinion, dog. But that's the only thing, you know, I wanted y'all brothers to come up here and talk about them 3-hour dogs. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, everything was great. Everything was good. You know, it's always good to politic with good dog brothers, man. Fuck all the trolls. Nobody know everything. I can learn something from Trevor. I can learn something from Bradford. I can learn something from Stoic Dog, Bruce Banner. That's what it's all about. You can't learn nothing when you got to argue with some fuck-ass flunky all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't come up here to teach y'all for 365 days. I came up here to be amongst dog brothers for 365 days. And when I'm doing it like that, I'm learning at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Just using my platform to be amongst dog brothers. You know, so that way I can learn, man. I ain't putting it in my head to come up here or got to come with a lesson every damn time I come. I'm trying to learn some shit, my brother. I'm not perfect. I don't know it all. I'm a historian just like the rest of y'all brothers. And a real historian never stops studying, man. Never stop studying, never stop learning. That's why when you see them, they don't look like me. They look like Einstein with all the gray and all the damn looking like they 90 years old because they done studied this shit all their damn life and they still feel like they got to study more. Still got to learn a little bit more. I thought I knew everything about these dogs. I'm damn near 87 years old. You know, got to tell me to stay out the yard. Come back in this house. You know you too old to be out there messing with them dogs. Get in there and look at some of them old shows, you know. But hey, is what it is, man. Is what it is. Paul Johnson in the building, man. You know, Red Leash in the building. Big salute to you, Red Leash. All the brothers out there, man. Big salute to all the brothers. And I correct some stuff about the black dogs before I get up out of here. I correct stuff about the black dogs for the brothers that was ready to put me on the damn chopping block talking about the black dogs. I'm still gonna talk shit about them, but I just had to let y'all know that I don't feel no kind of way. Cause this is what they'll do. Hey, Red Leash, this is what they'll do to me now. This how they get me. I'll post a black dog I get from you next week, right? Now they down in my comments. You were just talking shit about the black dogs last week. You was just talking this. Now you got a black dog. Now you got they get me like that all the time. Oh, you was just talking shit about the hog dogs. You was just talking trash. Now you got the hog dog. Now you got they get me like that all the time, dog. But I appreciate everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good night. Y'all stay legal out there. Don't let nobody ruin y'all vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? To all my ladies out there, stick with your brothers when we get rough with these dogs. We know a lot of y'all ladies like that, you know, it get rough with these dogs, but hold your brother down out there, man. Hold your brothers down out there. PBK 9s, and I'm out.